when you're thinking about public relations for the first time, one of the most important things to remember is it is about endorsement and credibility. Advertising is when you stand up and say, I'm fantastic, I work for the best PR agency in the world, this is the best soft drink. That's advertising, okay? Public relations is when other people or other organisations say that about your company or your organisation. They endorse it, they commend you for your ethics, your modus of operandum, and they recommend you to other parties. You cannot buy recommendation. That is why when you are considering public relations programs, you need external or additional resources to introduce your company, to position you, to profile you, and sometimes to edit the environment in which you operate on such that your target audiences can understand and make their own decision about the contribution you can make to their business success. Internal PR is a completely different game, okay? Many companies do internal PR extremely competently without any external resources at all. The only problem is you start to believe it. You know, when do you see the wood from the trees? And often communications, because it's about reputation, is done at top level. It's done at senior management level. And the trouble with senior management is they often believe what they think is actually going on. Sometimes they're very isolated. More often than not, they're not as likely to be presented with the full truth, the whole truth and all the rest of it, because of course they are at the top of the pile, and inevitably people edit the messages before it goes upwards to the boss. So when you're doing internal PR, you need to have a good cross mix of employees at different levels, perhaps geographically around the country or across the world, so that you can come up with an acceptable internal public relations program that is both informational and inspiring, whether you've got desk-based workers or perhaps medical workers or people in vans or people on motorbikes. You have to change your program accordingly.